Today we're going to be going through some of the cards that you want to consider having in your decks. In addition to that, we will also be going through what the prices of these cards are, and the majority of the cards that we do speak about today will be available on my eBay page and will be 20% less than what the market value is. So do check it out after the video. Let's go straight into this. So we are going to start off with the Iron Crown EX. This card is a super playable card. Its Goblet Command ability is a game changer. Adding 20% damage to your other future Pokemon, not including Iron Crown himself, you can add some super power to your team and potentially win the game in just a few turns. Now this card was going for $15 USD, but now is going for anywhere around $8 USD. And you don't need to go for the illustration rare or anything like that. You can just go for the basic Iron Crown EX, throw it in your deck, and boom, you have something special to use. Next up is the Iron Levius EX. Now this one's a little bit different. It's really meant for those of you who are using the Giratina V-Star decks. This one has the ability to be ready to battle as soon as you play it. Now this was around a $12 card, but it's going for about $1.50, which is a really good deal. You can probably pull this card pretty easily from a booster pack. If you are just trying to build your deck without buying any packs, $1.50 to $3, it's not bad. We can't talk about Temporal Forces cards without talking about A-Spec cards. Now this is just a genuinely great card to have in your deck, especially if you have a really strong Pokemon that you don't want to lose right away. Adding an extra 100 HP to it will definitely make a difference and keep that Pokemon going for a longer time. You do have to be cautious with the A-Specs as you can only have one of them in your deck. So again, this is one of the cards that we're going to talk about today, but there will be a couple of other A-Specs that we'll be going through. So this one started off as an $18 card, but now has dropped down to around a $10 card, and we may see it go down a little bit further. And that's because there are some other A-Spec cards that are more preferred than this one. We talked about defense, now let's talk about attack. So Maximum Belt, another A-Spec card. This one adds another 50 plus damage to your EX Pokemon card. So rather than adding hit points, now you're adding more damage. So again, you can either go one way or the other. I honestly prefer the Maximum Belt. I'd rather go for the damage on this one. And this one was a $34 card and now is going for about 13 or 14 bucks. So again, also dropped down in value. It is another card that you want to consider having in your deck. And next up is the Prime Catcher, probably the fan favorite of everyone. This one enables you to switch out your opponent's Pokemon with one on the bench, but then you'd also have to switch out one of your Pokemon for one of the Pokemon on the bench. So it is a card that could be a definite game changer, and it's probably the card that most people have in their decks. Now this one started off at the $44 mark and now has dropped down to around the $25 mark. So again, it is a good buy right now. It might be a little bit difficult to find at those prices as most people are trying to sell them for around 40 to 50 bucks, but do shop around, check out eBay, check out other shops. They might have them for a little bit cheaper. Next up is the Buddy Puffin. Now this card is pretty cool because it allows you to go into your deck and pull two basic Pokemon with 70 HP or less and put them on the bench. This one was a popular one, of course, going for around $6 and now is around $2 to $3. So again, it is a cool card to have in your deck. Now this one was a $6 card, but is going for around $2 to $3 now. So it is a little bit cheaper. Next up is Cinccino. Now the real thing about this one is that it's easy to evolve. So that's a bonus right off the bat because sometimes it takes a long time to get one of your more powerful Pokemon, let's say going for a Charizard or something. The big thing with it is that the more special energy it has, the more damage it can do. And it's 70 damage per special energy that you have, which can really do some big damage. Now the special illustration rare isn't that expensive. Started off at around a $14 card and now is going for $11. So it's a really good card to have for the things that I mentioned and because it's a really cute card. And the last card I want to talk about is Airy. Literally an 85-cent card, but a very big card to have. And the reason why is this card can actually give you a huge advantage right off the bat, especially if you draw it right away. This card enables you to look at your opponent's hand and discard 2 item cards. What a game changer. And again, as I said, 85 cents, just buy it. Anyways, I hope this really helps you guys and it helps you build your decks. And I hope it helps you also understand what the market value of these cards are. Anyways, we'll see you all next time on our next market update.